it's Bethany from Ludlam Family Farm. Today I want to talk to you about fencing. That might not sound that exciting, but it's really important for any farm or homestead. I'm going to show you all the fencing we use on our farm and share our experience of what's worked and what hasn't. I also believe I found the cheapest and most effective way to fence in our homestead, and it's working really great for us. Let's be real, fencing is expensive and not everyone can afford big, beautiful pastures with Pinterest-worthy fences that never fail them and always keep their animals in, but there's got to be a way to safely fence in your animals on your small farm that keeps your animals from escaping. When we bought our land, we were literally starting from scratch. There were no pastures or any fencing of any kind. We started with goats, and we had always heard they were escape artists, but literally our first hours as goat owners were a disaster. And listen, I'm sharing our mistakes so you don't make the same ones too. Hunter dug the holes and set the post and then nailed in cattle panel. We thought this would be the strongest fencing and our goats could not escape it, but we were wrong. We didn't realize how small our goats would be when they arrived, and they slipped right through the cattle panel holes. It was dark as we'd been traveling all day from Pennsylvania with them. They were just babies and very skittish. It took Hunter and I 2 hours to catch them all in the dark, and I was also 7 months pregnant with the twins at the time. The next morning we ran a smaller wire fencing along our cattle panel, and that has worked great for us. While cattle panel is a great fencing option and definitely serves its purpose, it is more expensive, and digging and setting posts is very time consuming. We wouldn't be able to do a huge pasture in that material. We've also done T-post with the same metal wire. We get it from Tractor Supply, and it comes in a 60-inch by 100-foot roll for $144. It's fast to put up, but honestly hasn't worked the best for us. Our goats can easily escape it by pushing on the bottom and sliding under. I honestly don't understand how they do it, but they are literally escape artists. It's also not going to keep predators out. One time, we had a raccoon climb over it to try to get to our chickens. Thank goodness our dogs were outside and they attacked it and chased it off. But it's definitely not predator-proof, and had our dogs not been out, it could have been a much different outcome. So, after spending a lot of time and money on these fences, we've come to a conclusion. We need electric fencing. Now, there are a lot of different ways to do electric fencing and so many companies to choose from, but I found my absolute favorite, and I'm going to set it up with you today to show you just how easy it is. This fence is from Happy Hen House. I'm going to link it in the description for you. This is the first fence my goats respect. They touch it once and that's it. We have several acres of land that our goats, chickens, and cow can freely forage without being locked in a tiny run or pasture. The great thing about this electric fence is it also keeps predators out. We already have several fences from Happy Hen House on our property, and today I'm running them along the backside of our property line to prevent our animals from being able to escape. This first fence is one we already had and rolled up, so I just need to unroll it. The first thing I do is I unroll the fence and lay it out where it's going to go. This probably takes 10 to 15 minutes. Once I'm done laying it out, it's time to stick it in the ground. This is the fun part. The poles are double spiked and they go into the ground so well. This part is quick. What blows my mind is that I can set up a fence in less than 30 minutes that not only keeps my goats and cow in, but also keeps predators out. I also love that these fences can be taken down so easily, and I can set them up temporary pastures where I want my animals to graze. We've used them when we wanted to target a specific area and clear certain parts of our property. To electrify it, you can use solar or electric. We use both on our property. The solar is great in areas where you get a lot of sun. Hunter really likes the electric one that plugs in, so we use that for this fence that's along our property line and mostly shaded. Over the years, I've become more aware of the ingredients in my household products. Things we use every day like cleaners, lotions, toothpaste, laundry detergent, and soap are full of harmful ingredients that we absorb. When I had kids, I became even more aware of what I was cleaning the bathtubs with, the floors, and our dishes. I found it very overwhelming to try to find clean products at the store, and switching everything over at once seemed impossible. I was so excited when I found the wellness store. Everything you can imagine, from delicious coffee, household cleaners, beauty products, vitamins, and more. I love that I don't have to worry about the ingredients as I shop, and I know that it's safe for my family. Everything is made in America and shipping is fast. They are giving viewers of my channel $100 in free shopping dollars to start. There's a link in the video description where you can claim $100 in shopping credit when you fill in the form and start shopping. When you fill that form in, you're going to get a text message and email from someone on the wellness store team with information about shopping at the wellness store, and they'll be able to answer all your questions and help you get started. The store has over 500 everyday products, so having someone to guide you is really helpful. I love shopping the wellness store for my family, and I think you will too. Okay, back to the video. Here's an example of a pasture we set up temporarily for the boy goats. Our girls are in heat, and we want to hold off another month before breeding so that it's a little warmer out when they kid. What I love about this fence is we have the fence going all the way back on the property line, and you can't even see it from here because of its coloring. It blends so well. You can kind of see the poles, but it's hardly noticeable from here. Last night, I heard what sounded like a goat crying, and I thought something was wrong, so I rush outside, and it's just Dolly, this little white and black goat standing in front of the fence, wagging her tail at the boys. She's been doing it all day. They do this when they are in heat, and it drives the boys crazy. The fact that they haven't broken through this fence just shows how effective it is. When we got our cow, I thought we would have to build a pasture and rotationally graze her, but since we only have one cow and plan on just getting one more, I think letting her freely forage our land like the goats are doing will work. They have access to roughly 5 acres, and we also have hay available. Having this electric fence around our property line has been a game changer for us and our animals. It makes me so happy to see them have this much space, and I feel like it's the best life for them. When we had the metal fencing, they were constantly escaping, and we would have to lock them up and give them hay. I hate seeing animals penned up, and even though we would visit with them often, it just wasn't the vibe. I'd love to hear what kind of fencing you are using on your homestead and how it's working for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from us, make sure you subscribe. We are working on new things every day, and we are so glad that you are here. Don't forget to say hi in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.